Hello, it's Flaz again, the Tag Gamer, and we're back. We're playing Night Sea Drew, the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Now, this is the highest my voice can go, but the game settings... well, it can be lower, but I think it's good enough. I lowered it down a bit, so it kind of matches my voice volume, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now, just before we continue, I want to ask you guys if you see a number over here, because it's kind of necessary for this game due to the recording scheme. But I'm just curious if you actually see it. I mean, if you do see it, make sure to write it down in the comments and say like, yeah, there's a number, or even if you don't see it, it's just, I need some feedback from you guys just to make sure if you guys see it or not. But anyway, now, I'm not sure if we actually spoke to this guy or not.
Oh, now what?
Okay, now the voice is really low. Okay, just tweak it up a bit. Nope, no. Maybe... I don't know what to do with this. I mean, maybe... Okay, wait. Let me look higher up the sound for my headphones, see if that works. Okay, so I do think it was actually my headphones. But anyway. Let's see.
I've kept you awake long enough.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to talk, just wake me up.
Okay, so I'm just gonna lower it down how I had it before. It was mostly my headphones. Maybe a little tweaking it down a little bit more. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so let's see, what were we doing in the last episode? Oh yeah, that horrible... Oh, she's here now. Hello.
Yes?
Do you want a book about birds of the Southwest?
I might. Why do you ask?
Ooh, let's see. Phoenix, next spring, like to bone up on the bed. I found a piece of book cover. Oh yeah.
Because I found a piece of a book cover in the fishing shack, and since it was about birds, I wondered if it was yours.
No, it's not from any book I have. I've never been in the ice fishing shack, so how could it be?
I have no idea. I mean, how could it possibly be?
I'll let you go.
Ta-ta!
Tata. Okay, now.
Is this yours?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, what's that? A bullet, maybe. But she didn't respond, did she?
What, that bullet? Don't be silly. Why would I be carrying ammunition around?
Then where'd it come from?
It was probably lying there on the floor all along, and you just happened to kick it into view, that's all. This did used to be a hunting lodge, dear. I wouldn't worry about it.
Sure, you wouldn't. Sure.
I'll let you go.
Yeah. Toodaloo. Can we get out now? Maybe. Oh yeah, that was empty. That's like pyramid over there. Is it about time for lunch? Let me just check real quick. I think we actually skipped it. Oh well. What was that? So when the whole screen went dark there. I mean.
Hey Nancy, phone.
Yep.
Where were you when it was time to cook lunch? Nope, actually I don't care. Just go to the kitchen right now so I can be sure you're not going to miss the next meal too.
Okay. Sorry about that. I know I realized, you know, at least. Let's see. I'll be right back just until I finish these off. Okay, so that should be it for the dinner, I guess. Okay, so I still don't know what these eyes have to do, but that shouldn't really matter, should it? I'm just gonna quickly check if there's anyone, and no, there isn't. Okay. Now let's see here. We did the fishing. Needle? Maybe we should head down to the needle. I mean, that's really the only thing coming up to mind here. We still need to find a way in there, so Maybe the needle is actually the only option we have. Anyone else over here? Like, maybe stuck in the sauna? Okay, no one. I mean, it was one of our 20 jobs, right?
What you
Hello?
need?
Oh, okay.
Can you think of any reason why somebody would be carrying around a bullet?
Sure, they want to shoot something.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
found a bullet on the floor in the lobby,
Where in the lobby?
by the window where Guadalupe Comillo is always watching for birds.
Well, now that's real interesting.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
I don't trust that lady. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to work.
Good.
Good, good, good. Is there... Okay, so he's here
How
too.
can I help you?
You don't need to.
Thanks for taking the time to talk
You know.
to me.
It has been a pleasure.
Sure it has. Definitely has for you, hasn't it? Anyway. I'm a bit at a loss of what to do. I'm trying to think, did we have any jobs? Anything extra? Maybe we kind of have to unlock them, like trigger them of some sort. I'm pretty sure that has to do. Okay, so we have checked everything here. Upstairs. Oh yeah, there was the what should we call it upstairs? This thing. Okay, so that's still nothing. That's great, isn't it? We cannot go out through here, so how about we go for a quick trip to the needle? I think that's the only thing left, maybe. Oh wait. Remember when Nancy... Wait a little bit.
It's way too cold to go out there now.
Oh, okay, Nancy. Remember where Nancy was all of a sudden in deep snow and we didn't go there, we actually just went back and followed the ski tracks? Well, maybe, just maybe we can go through there. Let's just go sleep until we can actually go outside. Let's say maybe, I don't know, 6 o'clock? I don't know why I went the whole way around, but anyway. 6 o'clock should be okay. We still have a tasty toasty to actually help us outside.
What do you want?
You messed with my rifle, didn't you?
This I gotta hear.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You used a bullet to push down the sight pin so I'd miss that wolf. What are you, some kind of bleeding heart, tree-hugging eco-terrorist?
How dare you use that tone of voice with me? I'm leaving this place right now.
Good. You just got yourself an escort off the premises.
Okay, so she's not... Well, we still can consider her as a suspect, you know? Anyway, it seems that she's going to leave for good. Can we go outside? No. Yes, no, I don't think so, right? No. Okay, so let's sleep for another, I don't know, 6 hours?
That's for me.
Oh. Nancy, because of that Neanderthal of a handyman, I have been forced to return home. Please call me. When it comes to the White Wolf, there is much for us to talk about. Lupe. And some number. Okay. Well, Nancy sure has been getting a lot of notes lately. So, let us check real quick. What was the number again? Like 212555. Actually, I'm guessing, but anyway. Yeah, 213555. I was pretty close, you know. 3264.
Sounds like she has her phone off the hook. I'll call back at a better time.
Okay, in 6 hours it is. Can we get out? Okay. And maybe close this would be a better idea. And let's check in 6 hours time, see what has changed. Maybe some other mysterious conversation. I rather doubt it, but anyway. 12 o'clock, please. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, first things first, let's try and call Miss Guadalupe. But I might as well check the weather outside. Okay, so we can actually go outside, so that's something good. Next. 213. Let's see if I remember the number. 553264. I'm quite sure. Come on. Come on.
Hello?
Got it
Mr.
right.
Leo, hi, it's Nancy Drew from Icicle Creek Lodge.
Yes, hello. Is the wolf all right?
Well, Ollie hasn't succeeded in shooting or trapping it yet, if that's what you mean. But I'm not going to tell you any more until you tell me who you really are.
Yep.
All right. I'm a member of Run and Grow Free. As you may or may not know, that's an organization dedicated to the protection of wild animals. I went to the lodge to make sure nothing happened to that wolf. See, we're trying desperately to arrange to have it captured and transported to a sanctuary. But so far, all the ones we've contacted are full. And unless
Okay.
and until we find a place for it, all we can do is try to protect it. Now tell me more about the contact you've had with the wolf.
Okay. This one.
After I was buried by an avalanche, it dug a hole in the snow so I could escape.
It may have sensed you were in trouble, or its behavior may have been totally random. But either way, the fact that the wolf didn't simply run away from you is very bad news.
It is?
Really?
Wolves and humans simply do not mix. While wolves may appear to be similar to dogs, behaviors that have been bred out of dogs after thousands of years of domestication are still instinctive to wolves. Training a wolf to behave like a dog may mask those instincts, but it cannot eradicate them. For that reason, no matter how sociable the wolf may appear, instinct can at any moment rear its ugly head with devastating results for any humans involved and for the wolf. Especially for the wolf, who will have simply been doing what comes naturally.
Sure, okay. So, So in fact, okay, so that's true.
So the fact that this wolf doesn't seem to be that afraid of people could lead people to think they don't have to be afraid of it.
Yeah.
Precisely. It could make them forget that all wolves are, first and foremost, wild. And while we're on the subject, do not ever give in to the temptation to feed the wolf. For one thing, a wolf's jaws are twice as powerful as a German shepherd's, and should your hand happen to get in its way when it tries to feed...
I get the picture.
For another thing, making the wolf dependent upon you for food would seal its doom. It sounds strange, Nancy, but the very best thing you can do for that wolf is nothing.
So, we have quite a couple of questions here, like, real... Like, how many? Like, 10, 20, 15?
It gets so cold here at night. Will the wolf be okay?
Not only are wolves built to withstand cold temperatures, but they know instinctively what to do to survive in extreme conditions. If they didn't, they would have disappeared from the earth eons ago.
Anything else? Oh, yeah.
Are you the one who wrecked all the gear that was in the fishing shack?
Yes, that was me. I was afraid that Bill Kessler fellow would encounter the wolf on one of his trips out to the shack, and that it would end badly for the wolf. So I did a number on his equipment. I've done worse while working on behalf of Run and Grow Free. Believe me.
Oh, I thought she was admitting to actually blowing up the fishing shack. Whoa, I was like, whoa, what? Anyway.
So, are you kind of an expert on wolves?
Oh, good heavens, no. Although I probably know more about them than most people do, which unfortunately isn't saying much.
Things like what?
Well, I know that a wolf that lives by itself, like the one up there at the lodge, a lone wolf, if you will, a wolf like that is called called a disperser. And I know that 95% of the wolf's natural habitat down here in the lower 48 states has disappeared. And I know some people, a lot of people,
Yeah.
couldn't care less. But it seems to me that wolves have just as much right to go about their business in this country as we humans do. After all, they were here first.
That's kind of true. I actually kind of agree with that, but yeah, anyway. Okay, let's just go through these
When you were
questions
here at
one
the
at a
lodge, how come you had a magazine that featured Yanni Volkstaya in your room?
Ooh.
You're very observant. I read the article thinking he might make a good spokesperson for Run and Grow Free. But then I actually talked to him. At which point I realized that not only is he a raving egomaniac, but he's appallingly superstitious when it comes to wolves. I put an abrupt end to that conversation. I was afraid he might try to tell me that wolves had eaten his grandmother or something.
Well.
You know, actually, never mind.
Okay. Actually, that actually happened, but anyway.
Why can't the group you belong to just capture the wolf, take it out to the middle of nowhere, and let it go?
Because unfortunately, there's really no such place as nowhere anymore. We humans are, or can be,
It's
everywhere.
true.
Plus, wolves can travel great distances. Contact with humans would be inevitable. And since this wolf has obviously lost its fear of humans, it would be an easy target for anyone prone to shoot first and ask questions later. No, a sanctuary is the only place where it would be truly safe.
What's a sanctuary?
It's a facility where wolves can live out their lives in as natural a setting as possible in the company of other wolves.
You mean like a zoo?
No, sanctuaries are usually not open to the general public. And while educating visitors about wolves is certainly one of their goals, their primary concern is preserving the animals they take in. Unfortunately, the more humans encroach on wolves' natural habitat, the more crowded the sanctuaries become.
Okay.
Aren't there any government agencies that can take care of the wolf?
For the most part, and especially up there, wolves are considered to be pests. If a government agency got involved, it would take care of the wolf all right.
Oh, yeah.
Permanently.
Why didn't you just come out and
It's
tell the
true.
people at Icicle Creek Lodge that you were there to protect the wolf?
Because I assumed, and quite correctly as it turns out, that very few people there would be sympathetic to my cause. Had I not been undercover, they may have tried to foil my efforts. Instead, I was able to foil theirs. For a while, at least.
So much for undercover. Nancy figured her out nearly immediately.
Did you ever hear any explosions while you were staying at Icicle Creek Lodge?
Yeah.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I heard several.
Do you have any idea what caused them?
My first thought was that Ollie had completely lost it and was going after the wolf with explosives. But when I realized that even he wasn't that stupid, I assumed it was someone clearing an avalanche or a downed tree or something. While we're on the subject of explosions, did anyone ever figure out what made the bunkhouse blow up like that?
The sheriff says it was plastic explosives.
Wow, that's serious. No offense, but it sounds to me like instead of hiring a new maid, the owner of the lodge should have hired herself a detective.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like, no way Nancy is a detective, you know?
Well, I'll let you go.
Thanks for calling. Oh, and from now on, call me Lupe. I think you've earned that right.
Oh, why, thank you very much. Okay, now, is there anyone else? Oh yeah, we have to check that place, don't we? Okay, let's check that real quick. I mean, it's warm enough for us to go outside, so...
On the phone, Nancy.
Oh my gosh, not again.
Afternoon, and Ollie says all the guest rooms still haven't been cleaned. Now get cracking.
Okay. I also forgot to do breakfast, but good thing you didn't mention that now, isn't it? Okay, so laundry and some cooking and everything and nothing and everything at the same time. Okay, so let's quickly clean the guest rooms. At least there's one less room to clean. Since Lupe, like, left us. It's so sad. I mean, how could she do this to us? Anyway. That's 1 and 2. And just the room next door. Oops. We already checked all the closets. I'm pretty sure they're all locked. Anyway. Anything underneath? No? I already checked this, yeah. Oh, this must be the young guy's place. Oh, finally! We finally get to actually look at this. Oh, wow. That was very entertaining. Like, very... Like, we couldn't ever be able not to look inside that case. It was quite a big clue, I must admit. Anyway. Oh yeah, so we have put these in the laundry bag. Or laundry chute, I should say. And we have to make lunch real quick. So I'll get to that right on. So, be right back. Okay, well that's done. And now at least there's one less... plate to cook, I guess you could say. Because, well, Lupe has moved out, so see ya. Anyway. Oh yeah, so now we have to go outside because we were rudely interrupted. So, we can actually go outside. That's always a plus. Now, where did we want to go? Maybe, oh yeah, maybe those ski... Yeah, maybe that's where it's led us. Okay, so that's how we managed to come back. Now we can easily go back to where we were. Which was here, and we never actually went further on, if you know what I mean.
If I want to follow those tracks, I'm gonna need some snowshoes.
Okay, so we can't actually go back. Okay, so that means we actually need to get some snowshoes and break that trusty lock of a dog.
If I don't get warm soon,
Oops.
I may not make it.
I'm sure you can make it, Nancy, just as long as I don't go the long way. Let's see if I'll manage. Nope. I never, ever, ever manage, except like once or twice. Anyway, we managed, and we can go inside.
I feel warmer already.
Now we need to inquire about those snowshoes right here. Because these are the snowshoes we want, except that they are locked. So, let's ask Mr. Handyman what the code is. Hello, Mr. Handyman? Mr. Ollie Osborne? Okay, so what about the lock? Oh yeah, the snowshoes are a little bit more important.
Would you happen to know the combination to the lock on the display case that has the snowshoes in it?
Only person who'd know that is Chantal.
Okay.
Just cross your fingers that she wrote it down. Gal's got a memory like a butterfly net. Of course, there's no need for you to go repeating that.
Of course not.
I couldn't help but overhear the argument you and Ms. Camillo had.
She messed up my rifle so I couldn't shoot that wolf, so I tossed her out. Told her to take her little crusade somewhere else.
Have you told Chantal that you threw her out?
No, not yet. She's not gonna be happy. But by golly, that woman was a menace. Anybody who deliberately sabotages a man's rifle is capable of anything. But at least now I know why I missed that wolf. And like I told her as I was giving her the bum's rush. Next time,
his lips are still
I
moving.
won't miss.
Okay.
That's all the questions I had.
If you need anything, just holler.
Okay. I always say the same thing with that.
How can I help you?
Okay, so there's actually something we can say.
I really need to get somewhere in the backcountry and was thinking you could maybe give me a cross-country ski lesson or two?
Out of the question. I
We're
don't
okay.
have the time, the equipment, or frankly, the desire.
Oh, well,
I'm
thank you.
sorry.
You're busy, so I'll let you go.
It has been a pleasure.
Yeah. So you say. So let's just talk to Chantal real quick. This way. This way. Uh-huh. Now, let's see if she actually remembers. So, 403555227 4. Long. Pick up the phone.
Hi, it's Nancy Drew.
I'm glad you called. Ollie tells me Guadalupe Camillo checked out.
Actually, it was more like Ollie threw her out.
Well, good riddance, right? I mean, he said she was an environmental nut job. In fact, he said he wouldn't be surprised if she's the one who caused those accidents and blew up the bunkhouse.
I don't think so.
You don't? I was hoping I could tell my lawyers that the case is closed
No.
and come home.
No.
I still have to come up with proof.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Well, the lodge is probably better off without her in any case. Although she did pay for her stay in advance, and in cash. Cash is good. Oh well. Anything else to report?
Yeah, quite a
I
few.
think I'm onto something, but I desperately need snowshoes. Could you give me the combination to the lock on the display case so I could use the ones in there?
I
Please.
certainly can, but I'm not going to until you do something for me.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Sure.
I'm going to fax you a survey that Tino came up with. He says you're to fill most of it out by observing the people staying at the lodge, rather than just asking them the questions outright. He says that would put them on their guard. When it's all filled out, fax it to Tino. The results will help him come up with a profile that will help you to determine which of our guests is responsible for the accidents.
Help us too? Really?
I really don't think that's necessary.
Well, Tino does, so I'm faxing it to you even as we speak. In fact, it's done. So why don't you go get it right now? I'll wait.
Sure.
Great. I just hope the questions aren't too dumb.
Exactly.
Got it.
Good. Now remember, when you're done filling it out, fax it directly to Tino. And he wants you to call him before you do so he can turn his machine on.
Did you know that Ollie is building a trap to catch the wolf that's been hanging around?
No, but he told me he'd been having trouble shooting it, so good for him. Whatever it takes to get rid of it.
But why does he need to get rid of it? It's not hurting anything.
It's freaking out my guests, which means it's hurting my bottom line, especially on top of everything else that's been happening.
But why not, say, call a wolf sanctuary and have them come and take the wolf away? That would certainly be more humane.
Look, Ollie's had a lot of experience with varmints or whatever he calls them, so I have to assume that he knows best.
Assume.
In fact, I think he used to hunt wolves for food. Or was that bears? Lions, tigers, bears, wolves, they're all a huge insurance risk for someone in my business. So I don't care how Ollie does it. I just want that wolf gone. ASAP.
Well, Nancy will do it for you. So that's okay.
That's it for now.
I have to get going too. Bye.
Bye. And bye to you all. So this was the Anti Gamer. That's it for now, so over and out.